Welcome back, dear followers, to another fascinating exploration of Japan's majestic past on our channel, Divine Japan. Whether you're a history buff, a lover of tales and legends, or simply curious about the cultural wonders of the East, we've got a treat for you today. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this incredible journey. Now, before we dive in, let's bring everyone up to speed. Today, we're venturing into the world of the Kojiki, an ancient chronicle of Japan. Created in the early 8th century, the Kojiki is Japan's oldest extant chronicle, serving as a primary source for Shinto mythology and early Japanese history. Composed in 3 parts, this venerable record sketches the creation of the world, the era of the gods, and the reigns of the early emperors. It's a world filled with deities, heroes, and stories of adventure, tragedy, and triumph. Stories that still permeate Japanese culture, tradition, and even pop culture to this day. Today, we're unveiling the 3rd chapter of the final volume, Death of a Hero, the end of Yamato Takeru. The legend of Yamato Takeru, a tragic hero whose name has echoed through the ages, is one that weaves elements of adventure, loyalty, valor, and destiny. So settle in, grab a cup of tea, and let's embark on this journey through the echoing corridors of time, as we recount the tale of Yamato Takeru's epic saga. Born of royal blood, Yamato Takeru was no ordinary figure. His birth was enveloped in signs of destiny. His childhood, shrouded in tales of courage and strength far exceeding his tender years. Rising from the heartland of the Yamato region, he would become one of Japan's most enduring heroes, a symbol of courage and the embodiment of the indomitable spirit of the people. Yamato Takeru's story, though, was as complex as it was compelling. His early years were not marked by glory and honor, but by a fiery temper and unchecked ambition. Infamous for his reckless courage, his youthful adventures were not always looked upon kindly by his father, the Emperor Kiko, who worried about his son's defiant behavior. These concerns reached a fever pitch when Takeru killed his older brother, ostensibly in self-defense, but many believed it was a calculated move to ascend to the throne. The emperor, racked with sorrow and mistrust, decided to send his son on a dangerous mission to the eastern provinces to quell rebellious clans. However, unbeknownst to him, Yamato Takeru's journey was far from a punitive expedition. It was a destined voyage that would shape the hero he was to become. Armed with the grass-cutting sword, Kusanagi no Tsuruju, gifted to him by a sea god, and with the love and protection of his wife, Otote Shibana, Takeru would face tests and trials that would bring him face to face with his own nature. His journey eastwards was fraught with peril, from battling colossal monsters to dealing with treacherous terrain. Takeru navigated the many trials with a rare mix of bravery, cunning, and an unbending will. Through it all, his unwavering belief in his destiny, coupled with his heroic valor, saw him emerge victorious. As the stories of his exploits reached the imperial court, Yamato Takeru's reputation began to grow. He was not just the emperor's defiant son anymore, he was a hero of the people, a beacon of hope, a symbol of the divine power of the Yamato dynasty. As we return to the saga of Yamato Takeru, our hero stood at the height of his glory, the tales of his bravery echoing across the land. Yet, like the calm before the storm, this period of triumph was merely the prelude to the impending trials that would define the latter part of his epic tale. It was during one of his many perilous adventures that Yamato Takeru's story took a heartbreaking turn. The love of his life, Otota Chibana, sacrificed herself to appease a wrathful sea god, ensuring her husband's safe journey. Takeru was left heartbroken, his wife's selfless act leaving a profound mark on his soul. His journey, once filled with dreams of glory, now carried the weight of her sacrifice. From then on, Takeru's life seemed marked by loss and sadness. As he continued his journey, he found himself battling not just physical foes, but also the demons of his past. His destiny, it seemed, was a constant tug-of-war between his heroic courage and his human vulnerabilities. Yet, in true heroic fashion, Takeru didn't yield. He carried the memory of Otota Chibana in his heart, her sacrifice serving as a constant reminder of the purpose of his journey. And so he pressed on, facing every challenge with unyielding resolve. However, the gods had one more trial in store for our hero. In a tragic twist of fate, Yamato Takeru found himself face-to-face with a monstrous serpent in the midst of a desolate plain, with nowhere to escape. The grass-cutting sword, which had seen him through so many battles, was left behind, a casualty of his lingering sorrow and neglect. Despite his fierce struggle, Yamato Takeru was ultimately defeated, succumbing to the serpent's venom. Yet, even in his death, he remained a hero. His last act was to look towards his homeland, towards the Yamato province, affirming his undying love and allegiance to his land. Thus ended the epic tale of Yamato Takeru, a tale of a hero who journeyed through the extremes of glory and despair. His story, while marked by tragedy, is a testament to the human spirit's resilience, a tale of bravery, love, sacrifice, and the unforgiving yet transformative hands of destiny. This, dear listeners, was the death of a hero, the end of Yamato Takeru, a chapter from the Kojiki that continues to resonate through the corridors of time, reminding us of the eternal dance between humanity and destiny. Join us next time as we continue our journey into Japan's enchanting past, unfolding the mystique and allure of this timeless land. If you've enjoyed this narration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Divine Japan. Until our next encounter, stay curious, stay enchanted,